Well, you know, the Jim Johnson I read, I mean, I was, you know, trying to find a character to play, because of course that's what you always have as an actor. It's like, you know, the old scene with Richard Dreyfuss and The Goodbye Girl, where he says, you know, the director, please give me, I need a hump, or a crooked finger or something. And I was looking, you know, to you know, do something with him, and decided to make him a Texan. I mean, he's in the vein, and that's not necessarily in the writing. It's in the vein of a kind of character type that I've seen before and I enjoyed. I was thinking of guys like James Garner, for example, and some of the films in the 50s and so forth. And you know, he's an extrovert. He's you know, and one of these guys. He's a bonhomie, one of these guys that enjoys life to the hilt, and has got a, you know, a shady side to him. Obviously, he carries counterfeit money, and he's here for, you know, a good time.
The movie's about how the wrong person can turn out to be the right person, and how sometimes accidents that are mistakes end up actually turning out for the best.
I'm an actor, and I used to be a stand-up comic, used to be a writer. I live in New York City, I used to live in Los Angeles, I grew up in Boston, and now here I am in Prague.
Jeff, who's playing the other Jim Johnson, wonderful actor from New York, and terrific laid-back quality. He's got some lovely qualities that I think are going to do and behoove the show very, very well. I've really enjoyed working with him, although we haven't had that many scenes together.
Anybody who was involved in the project really wanted to be involved in the project. It wasn't about that somebody was going to get paid, so they're just doing this job because they're going to make some money. I mean, everybody felt a definite enthusiasm and a passion for just doing the movie, being here, doing the movie. And that was really nice.
The Czech actors, for example, who are thoroughly, many of them are thoroughly trained, very seasoned theater actors, which makes it quite different from sort of the American experience, and many of them capable of doing almost anything. It's unfortunate that nowadays we hardly get an opportunity to do the amount of theater that they can still do here in Prague. Very, very seasoned professionals. You know, some of them are doing 7 or 8 plays.
No, tak to není zas takový problém. Tam jde o to, že když člověk zkouší divadelní představení, tak má jakoby víc času na nějaký jakoby převtělení, jak se říká, a vlastně má šanci 2 měsíce s tou postavou žít velmi intenzivně, když to třeba tady v tom filmu se vlastně jedná o takový ty úniky jakoby na první dobrou, na první signální soustavu, která vlastně má jako místo za tu pravdu a nějaký základ charakteru a nejenom jakoby budovat.
If someone else make this movie, I wouldn't do it, or I would think about it much more, or things like that. I think Carl and his wife Carmen, they really became to be very close to me, and we felt something to each other, and I really love these people.
And sometimes I know people come from the West to these ex-communist countries, and they find sort of people a little diffident, a little difficult, a little cold. But actually I found totally the opposite. I found people being extremely generous and warm with us all the way.
Protože ta figura vždycky vychází ze mě jako Zdenka Cermáka a vychází z nějakých mých životních zkušeností, které se snažím jakoby psychologicky pravděpodobně řešit v náznaku charakteru figury, ale samozřejmě zážitky jsou moje vlastní, to znamená, že do figury se vždycky promítá jakoby moje osobní zkušenost, která akorát může být obohacená o nějakou zkušenost s jinýma lidma, který znám a který se snažím jakoby napodobit.
She's a hooker. She's a hooker, but in crisis. So sometimes we all have our own crisis in our work, in our life, and she just got it during her work. So it's kind of funny, and I was interested in this role because of this. Because I like comedies, and I like timing in comedies, and in Czech Republic we don't do a lot of pure comedies. So this was like a great opportunity to try something new and to live like in sitcom.
When this movie really got off the ground is when actually Hynek and Daniela and Klara came on board the movie, because that's what really made me realize we were going to make the movie at that point.
Mezi mnou a Václavem je podobnost asi taková, že Václav je trošku cholerik na rozdíl ode mě, ale dokážu pochopit jeho stavy cholerických záchvatů, akorát já jako Hynek Cermak je nikdy nenechám vyjít na povrch, protože se hodně kontroluju, ale jakoby dokážu pochopit jeho animální pochody, protože ve skutečnosti jako jsem mu podobnej možná naturelem, i když já jsem ve skutečnosti běžný člověk, Václav není, ale to jsou tak silný jako protiklady, že vlastně jsou si v napětí a v použití jazykových prostředků dost podobný.
It was great because they're really good actors. They're really good actors. I mean, being on set, working with them, I mean, you feel it right away. And then seeing the product, the finished product, it's just very satisfying, you know. And some people really transform themselves, you know, and into completely different characters than who I knew they were off screen. So it was nice.
The magic of my acting is that I don't act. That is just me.
In the Czech Republic, we're used to switch very quickly from one role to another, because one day we play something and the other day we play something else. And during the day we play something absolutely different. So, and what I like here as well was that I could try another accent in English. Yes, I shouldn't be right in my pronunciation. So I was like, what should I say to good morning, my name is Apollonia.
First of all, I enjoy playing characters as an actor. And I've done well over 140 pictures and 3 television series, and I've played a wide variety of parts. I've never played a guy like this before. I wish there was more of him.